Today on CJ Off-Road, we're going to give our 2017 Raptor a significant improvement in off-road visibility and a more finished look. The F-150 Raptor has good LED headlights, but unfortunately it doesn't have fog lights. So today we're going to give our 2017 Raptor a more complete look and better visibility with this LED fog light kit. This fog light kit is designed to fit your 2017-18 F-150 Raptor. It comes with two heavy-duty steel brackets that bolt directly to the factory front bumper and mounts a KC Flex LED, a Rigid Industries driving, and spotlight on each side. Black bezels are also included to fill the hole in the bumper to give your truck a more complete look. For more information and pricing, click the link in the description down below. Now let's get to the install. Tools you'll need for this installation: 1/4-inch ratchet, 10mm socket, an extension, 3/8 ratchet, 13mm socket, 5mm hex key, 13mm wrench, 17mm wrench, and basic wiring tools. Alright, the first thing we're going to do for this install is assemble our bracket and lights. So we're going to install these bezels onto the bracket first. They are labeled P for passenger and D for driver's side, so make sure you have the right one for the right bracket. Just pop these in from the back. And sometimes from the casting process, there's a little bit of extra plastic left over that you might need to trim off in order to get these to snap into place. But ours are looking pretty good. We can install the provided nut clips up top. Slide them over the holes. And you want to make sure the nut portion is towards the front of the bracket. Just like that. We're now ready to attach our cube lights to the bracket. Now, to get these lights perfectly spaced in the bracket, there are instructions that tell you which spacing you have to do to a certain light. For this particular light, we're going to install the provided bolt. And then we're going to use the thick washer, the spacer, then the thin washer, and install it onto the bracket like this. Then on the back side, we'll install another thin washer, and then the locking nut. Do the same exact thing for this light. Get the light flush in the bezel and where you want it to be, then you can tighten the nut and bolt with a 13mm socket and wrench. Then you can tighten the bolts on the side to lock it in place. We're going to move on to the KC Flex light. This one's pretty simple. All you need from the provided hardware is the thick washer to space it properly. And then use the KC washers and nut to tighten it down. Tighten it up with a 17mm wrench. Okay, now we can go over to the truck. The kit comes with this rubber seal that you put around the edge of the bumper right here to protect the bracket from scratches. Okay, our fog lights can now be installed. To install this fog light bracket, we're going to be working with two holes up here. One right here and one right here. Now, you don't have to do anything to these holes to do this kit, but I do recommend drilling this one out or just making the hole a little bit bigger. It will make this install a lot easier. So you're going to lift the fog light bracket up and get it behind this plate and line up the bolt holes and install your bolts. Okay, we got that one started. We'll get the other one in. Once you get both bolts started, tighten them down with a 10mm socket. Okay, once you get both bolts tightened, repeat the process on the other bumper, and then you can move on to wiring. Now, when it comes to wiring up this fog light kit, the rigid lights do come with their own wiring harness, but we do recommend, to make this job really easy, to purchase this wiring harness that we offer. It has 6 plugs on it that'll plug into all the lights that you just installed, and you can wire this up any way you'd like, but we're going to hook ours up to the factory auxiliary switches right there. So these are the factory wires for the Raptor auxiliary switches. They come with dead ends on them, so you need to strip that off. This green wire is the #1 switch inside the Raptor. Now you could hook up all your lights to individual switches, but we're going to bundle all of our lights to this one wire and then hook our black wire to the ground on the battery. Once you wire up the harness the way you want, pull it along the bottom of the bumper and plug in all your lights. And this purple lead right here, this is for if you're installing lights that had a backlight or a halo. We won't be using these. Okay, we got our LED fog light kit installed on our 2017 Raptor, and as you can see, they give the truck a nice finished look. They fill up the holes in the bumper and just make it look a lot better, and they are incredibly bright. These things are ridiculous. I'd say they're probably about 5 times brighter, maybe 6 times brighter than the headlights on this truck. The headlights barely compare when you turn them on. I'd say give yourself 2 hours to install this, and before you know it, you'll be heading off-road.